Nolan. You're like, we weren't sure because you look disgusting, but that's fine. It's an off day, but I wanted to do a favor for some friends. Are you guys excited for the show? I know, me too. There's so many people here. I should have worn my contacts instead. Okay, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jalen and Jacoby.
And now, Jalen and Jacoby on Espn Radio.
When I pop the trunk, hit the dirt. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood.
Now act stupid, I'll pop the trunk. Now give me a ba-boom, ba-boom.
Give it up for Katie Nolan, everybody. Katie Nolan. All right. So we're going to do the intro. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for coming out. We're so honored and humbled to have you here to see us. It means so much to us. And we always say that it's Jalen and Jacoby, but it's also Jalen, Jacoby, and everybody else.
And Jacoby gave me permission to wear a crazy shirt and glasses. Thank you.
I know. He borrowed my shirt tonight. So, since y'all are part of the show, we want you to do Jalen's ad-libs for the intro. Y'all ready?
Yes.
He's Jalen Rose.
What up?
I'm David Jacoby. We're Jalen Jacoby. What do?
We're gonna be
What they want.
Yeah. Let's get it.
That's dope.
Thank y'all so much for coming out. We have a good show planned for you. We actually worked. Like, we had a meeting today. Jalen didn't come. Jalen never comes to the meetings. He was available, but he didn't come. He never comes to the meetings. We planned a show. We prepared.
We don't do the show in the meeting.
We normally don't prepare for the show, but today we prepared. Katie Nolan will be back later. We have a lot of fun things to do, but the first thing we're going to do is we want to include you guys. It's time to keep it moving.
Oh,
Meth,
wow.
where's Meth? Where's Meth?
Yeah.
So, I forgot to run down downstairs.
Hold on. Hit the brakes.
I forgot to run down downstairs.
Red. Hit the brakes.
I forgot to run down downstairs.
It's my turn now. I didn't say anything the last 5 minutes. Okay. This gentleman messed up the intro last night.
That was yesterday. That's in the past.
Okay. We were supposed to be doing the show. He
Thank
didn't
you,
bring a
Katie.
rundown.
Thank
Look.
you, Katie.
Look. Shout out to Katie Nolan. Give Katie some love, please. Dude, how are you hosting a show and you didn't even bring the rundown?
Dog, how many times have you ever looked at the rundown? In the 7 years we've done the show.
You're hosting.
Okay. So we're going to do Keep It Moving. Y'all have some paddles, I believe. So we're going to bring up a topic. Y'all know how it works. Not everything is worth discussing. So if it's not worth discussing, you say keep moving. If it is, we're going to hit the brakes. First topic. The Celtics waxed the Sixers last night. Y'all want to hear about that? Keep it moving or hit the brakes?
All right, hit the brakes. So here's my first question.
Stop it.
And, I'm a fan of Joel Embiid. He's a terrific player.
Whenever he says something nice, he's about to say something mean.
No. At the draft, I compared him to Akeem, and people was like, I was tripping. Like, he turned over both shoulders. He blocked shots. He got a magnetic personality. Like, the way he acts and the way he plays, it's almost like the movie Face Off, and Dwight Howard look at him like, that should have been me.
Okay.
Like, that's I'm serious. Like, Dwight Howard is a talented player.
I'm not sure that's the right reference, but go ahead.
Right?
Okay.
And Ben Simmons is like a 6'10" point guard, the first one we've seen since Magic Johnson. Like, I love his game. And they have the tagline, the process. They've earned it because they got those two guys. Mm-hmm. But Markelle Fultz, he's the number 1 overall pick. He didn't play last night.
Have you seen him?
He didn't play last night.
Is he still on the team?
So here's the question I've been asking.
What's that?
If you had to pick a future, would you pick the Celtics' future or the Sixers' future?
Celtics' future, no question. No question. Celtics' future. Tatum, Brown, Rozier.
But that's a good
forgot
one,
about
though.
Hayward. Forgot about Irving.
So Celtics have assets. They actually have a first-round pick.
Yup.
Oh, as a matter of fact, they got the one that Philly traded them so they could draft Fultz.
That's right.
And take Tatum, who had 29 points in a game when Fultz had a DNP. So we got those people running the team. Okay, we have Brad Stevens, who continues to reinvent a roster. No Kyrie Irving. No Gordon Hayward. No Jalen Brown.
Why do you think he put the Y in his name like that? Does it separate himself from you?
Well, it's called no. It's cultural. We'll take a name like Keisha. Okay, I've seen that spelled 150. It's like potatoes. I've seen it in all different ways.
Potatoes?
Yeah, baked, fried, twice baked, sweet potato, French fries.
Wait. Hit the brakes.
Hey, you underestimate the power of a potato.
I've heard of potato, but I've never heard potato.
Oh, potato.
Okay. Keep it moving.
Okay. but the point is, for the Boston Celtics to beat Philly the way they did, for them to beat they left Milwaukee soul searching. Think about it. You got the Greek Freak. You took Jabari in the lottery. You took Thon Maker in the lottery. Brogdon is the reigning rookie of the year, and you bring in Bledsoe, and you lose to the Celtics without Kyrie.
They got waxed. They didn't just lose. They got waxed.
They don't have Gordon Hayward.
And the Celtics just disrespected Ben Simmons. They just disrespected Ben Simmons. They really did. They're like, oh, you can't shoot? Oh, guess what?
And so last night's game, Philly really talented, but you know what makes you feel good? You're excellent. You're handsome. I love your shoes.
So see, whenever he says something nice, he says something mean every single time.
That's what people have been doing to Philly the last month. The process is the greatest thing ever. You're gonna definitely make it to the conference finals. I promise you. Then they show up to Boston and they get waxed.
They got waxed.
So now, whoever win game 2 gonna win that series. Remember I said that.
Okay. I have a bad memory.
Medicinal.
But we've got other people here. And hopefully they will remember that. All right, next. It's official. The Warriors have announced Steph Curry is going to play in Game 2. Keep it moving or hit the brakes. Keep it moving.
They keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving.
The Warriors only won a championship last year.
Jalen been moving up. Jacoby moving. We keep it moving
good looking, man. Play that again. That's new.
Keep it moving. Jalen been moving up. Jacoby moving. We keep it moving up.
Yeah.
Play that one more time.
I think his real name is Clifford.
Jalen been moving up. Jacoby moving. We keep it moving up.
Yeah, shout out to Method Man.
We got the Woo on the show. Oh, man.
Next.
We got sponsors and everything.
Oh, I'm wearing the Allbirds right now.
Yeah!
Allbirds all day. I only wear Allbirds. Only Allbirds all day. Next. Ty Lue said they need to be smart about LeBron James's minutes. Keep moving or hit the brakes. What do you think, Jay?
I think it's more keep it moving. It's like
let's keep it moving.
Keep
Where's
it moving.
Meth? Let me see Clifford.
They've seen LeBron James play basketball. They know he's going to get
moving on
the best performance he can get.
Pat Riley had some things to say about Hassan Whiteside and his playoff performance.
Oh, they want to hit the brakes.
They want to hear about Whiteside. They want to hear about Whiteside.
So here's the problem with you, the Heat.
Okay.
You sign Tyler Johnson, give him $50 million. You sign Goran Dragic, you give him $80 million.
Yep.
He developed, he become an all-star.
Barely.
But then you sign Hassan Whiteside. And you got to let Dwayne Wade go. So he goes to Chicago thinking he going to have a homecoming. It wasn't a nice homecoming.
It wasn't.
He think he going to go run with LeBron in Cleveland. That was quick. Everybody thought Dwayne Wade and LeBron James going to win a championship in Cleveland. They going to be ride or die.
I really thought that.
They traded him halfway through the season.
And Derrick Rose.
I've been there. I've been there. I know. I'm telling you how this works. He goes to Cleveland. Bron's his man, but family not coming.
Oh yeah, Gabrielle's like, what? Cleveland?
Wifey ain't coming. Kids ain't. They in school. So you I'm gonna kick it with Bron. But when it's time for Bron to go to bed, you at the hotel. Okay, so it didn't work. He got lucky, went back to Miami. So Hassan Whiteside, he's supposed to be the anchor of the team. When you sign him to that deal,
Max,
it's like he's our next Joel Embiid. That's what you telling him. Is he the next Joel Embiid?
No. No.
That's the problem. And so now Hassan Whiteside is going to be an anchor on their contract, on their books, take up 20% next year. Trouble.
Don Nelson grows his own marijuana. Keep it moving or hit the brakes. Don Nelson.
You know this crowd hitting the brakes.
Don Nelson.
Is that a trick question?
Oh, I know.
Hey, you know what? I got to apologize that our
you.
show didn't happen on 420. All right, go ahead.
Right. So Don Nelson grows his own strain of marijuana called Nelly Kush. How have the Knicks not interviewed this guy? The Knicks interviewed everybody else to be the head coach, but Nelly Kush can't get a meeting.
So for modern day basketball fans, what you see in Mike D'Antoni,
I like it when you do
that's
real
what
analysis.
Don Nelson represented for the
Facts.
game.
Facts.
Like he had 3-guard offense. I don't know if y'all heard Run TMC.
And the Mavericks team?
Absolutely. They played small. He had Manu Bol, was 7'7", shooting threes. Like I went in the locker room after the game. Nelly had more beer in the cooler than Gatorade. I'm serious. Like Nelly was that dude, so I'm not surprised
now
by
we got
this
the
news.
Nelly Kush.
Not surprised by this news.
Nelly Kush. Uh-oh. It's the don't get fired topic of the day.
Already?
Kanye said,
so here's
today, I'm uncomfortable already, Jalen.
Here's what I gotta say about Kanye.
I'm uncomfortable already, Jalen.
Here's what I gotta say about Kanye. He in a sunken place.
He's in the sunken place.
He in a sunken place.
Can we keep it moving? I'm getting uncomfortable already.
He in a sunken place.
I don't want to. You already disrespected our sponsors.
Keep it moving.
All right, thank you.
Keep it moving.
That's
Thank
dope. That's dope.
Baker Mayfield's agent said that the Patriots were willing to trade up to number 2 to pick Baker Mayfield. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Thank you. So the dude got drafted by the Browns, but now he's trying to holler at the Patriots.
That's the thing. That's what an agent's supposed to
Kick
do.
rocks.
Oh yeah, the Patriots were definitely going to trade
They're
up to pick
supposed to
Baker
consider
Mayfield.
everything. I consider a lot of things that don't happen.
Yes, yes. Don't judge people on what they consider.
All right. That
Judge
makes
people
sense.
on what they do. If my
Right.
wife judged me on what I've considered,
Keep it moving. Jalen been moving. Jacoby moving. You know we keep it moving up.
Y'all got
Thank you,
meth
Clifford.
on there for real.
Thank you, Clifford.
To Cal.
All right. Now, this is important. We're here in the middle of New York City. We appreciate the New York City audience.
New York!
You know, it's the greatest city in the world. I'm excited to move back here. I'm a Die Easy Knicks fan. And the Knicks have basically interviewed every single person on the planet except for Nelly Kush to coach the team. Do you want to discuss this? Keep moving near the brakes.
They want to hear
Okay.
about the Knickerbockers.
So Jalen, first of all, a lot of strengths. Intelligent, articulate, cares about the community.
You talking
a lot
about
of strengths.
Katie Nolan.
A lot of strengths. Weakness, memory. Downstairs, when we were prepping for the show, Jalen goes, I'm going to name everybody that the Knicks have interviewed to be head coach.
Well,
and I was like, oh, we'll see how this plays out.
That
So
didn't
go
mean
ahead
I
and
was
do
going
it.
to try to do it. I was
This
just
is
talking.
exactly what you said.
I say a lot of. I consider a lot of stuff. I was just talking. You weren't supposed to bring that.
I wasn't supposed to bring it
on
up.
the stage.
You said it downstairs. So I want you to name.
I said a lot of stuff.
I want you to name everybody that the Knicks have interviewed to be the head coach for the New York Knickerbockers, the greatest franchise in the history of the NBA.
All right.
Or we can keep it moving.
So, all right. Mark Jackson,
Yup.
Mike Woodson,
And a goatee.
David Blatt, David Fizdale,
David Jacoby.
Jerry Stackhouse,
Yup. A former teammate of yours,
my brother Juwan Howard.
Juwan.
Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith. I like that. I like him in the TV though. I like when he does the thing when he goes in the TV
All
screen.
right, Kenny Smith.
You're the one who said you wanted to do this.
That's it.
That's enough. Let's keep it moving.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
That is dope.
I'm a one-trick pony, literally. I show up at kids' parties and act cute. That's pretty much it. So excuse me for being bitter. When Geico says not only could we save you money on car insurance, but we do more. Like give you 24/7 access online, over the phone, or even via our award-winning mobile app. Well, ooh la la. Aren't they multi-talented? Hey, I said organic carrots.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
It's time for Soft Move or Boss Move. We're going to bring back Katie Nolan, ladies and gentlemen. Katie.
Hi.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
Did Katie get fired already? Oh,
No,
there
no.
she is.
No, she's here.
Hi, Katie.
So,
I brought paper. Do you need more?
no, I'm good. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it.
She's prepared.
Don't worry about it. There's a guy that comes out and fixes it for you. It's great. Yeah.
Only if
That
you
guy's
get it
the
wrong.
best.
Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to do this.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you're welcome.
We know this isn't in
Thank
your
you for
contract.
having
Thank
me.
you.
I feel like you're
So
higher
tall.
than
I
I am
like
now.
it.
Yeah. I like
I
it.
am
I like
higher
it.
than
Don't
you.
be jealous.
That's what I thought. I'm very jealous. First of all, Soft Move or Boss Move. You guys know how it works. You got your paddles. So we've got Terry Rozier. And in the previous series, he called Eric Bledsoe Drew Bledsoe. Then for game 1 against the Sixers, he wore this. A Drew Bledsoe jersey to the game. Katie, Jalen, soft move or boss move?
Boss move. Boss move. Thank you. Boss move.
Okay, Jalen, I know we're aligned on this one. Soft move or boss move?
So we got to talk about ethics. Don't ask me to spell it. Here's the thing. On this very program.
I thought you said ethnics, and I got very nervous.
Yeah. You might not get out of here. So here's the thing. In that series, first off, he did not mean to call him Drew. That was an innocent mistake. Mm-hmm. But he was killing him.
He was.
So now when I bring the microphone to your face and I get your name wrong and I'm killing you, of course you got to try to clap back. So
Sure.
Eric Bledsoe
Yeah,
was like, I don't know who he is
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So I said on this program, for everybody that's listening and heard this show, I was like, the next game he should wear a Drew Bledsoe jersey. So that would have been like game 4 or game 5. The series was still up in the air. He was still balling. It could go either way. It's a soft move if you win the series.
Okay.
And now you're still focused on the previous series.
Why did you use your burner account to tweet this, by the way?
Jeremy.
J-Rose.
So it's a soft. Let me tell you what would have been a boss move if he would have did it to game 7.
Katie, soft move or boss move?
That would have been.
I think it's a boss move. The extra boss move is it's clearly an old style jersey, brand new. There's no wear or tear. Those things, if you put them in the wash once,
he got that for $7.99 on eBay too.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
I'm shitting.
Let's take a look at a gentleman who is on the Knicks at the moment, and he has some interesting facial hair. Let's take a look at Enes Kanter. Katie, soft move or boss move? Striped beard.
So at first I was going to say soft move.
What?
But then I'm like, ribbed for her pleasure? It's
boss move.
It's a boss move.
Boss move.
All right, I'm rolling with that.
Moving on. Staying with the Patriots. One of our audience members, they wanted us to address this.
Cool.
Tom Brady, soft move or boss move, pleading the fifth when asked whether the Patriots appreciate him.
Okay.
Katie Nolan.
Okay.
Let's listen to Tom first. Let's listen to Thomas.
Coach Belichick and Mr. Kraft. Do you feel appreciated by them, and do they have the appropriate gratitude for what you have achieved?
I plead the fifth.
Katie, soft move or boss move?
First of all, he's so corny.
He is. That's
Unbelievable.
the way he said it, too.
As the ESPN employee up here who I gotta defend. We can't do that. You edited that. The beginning of the question, the guy asks him, like,
Jim Gray.
Giselle said that you this or that and you don't get appreciated enough. So he was being put on the spot about something his wife said, which I feel like you would know. You're supposed to just deflect and not be like, well, my wife's an idiot for saying that publicly.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah, well, you would, but you're an
She doesn't
idiot,
listen to the show, so.
Right. Why would she at this point?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I feel like I plead the fifth. He then goes on to answer like, no, I feel totally motivated by this team. Like, is that what I want always? Are they managing me how I want to be managed? No, but that's not the best way to manage people all the time. You're not supposed to love your boss every day.
Katie, do you
love him every day?
Appropriately appreciated by
Never.
ESPN?
What?
Do you feel appropriately appreciated by ESPN?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. Moving on. Soft move or boss move? Let's take a look at James Harden at the Astros game. Okay. By himself in a suite with a baseball helmet full of ice cream, talking to no one. Talking to no one.
Hey, this is the only time I seen 99.9% boss move.
Katie,
I only saw one soft
I want
move.
whoever held up soft move to stand up and
I know, right here with the green jacket. Right here with the green jacket. He's the only one.
Shout to that guy.
He's the only one.
I'm with you. You don't have a friend? You can't text somebody?
Who are you with? You don't go places when you're by yourself? Try to be alone one time in your life, okay?
Yeah.
And he's not alone. He has ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream. Good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. You're never alone if you have ice cream in a miniature baseball helmet.
Goddamn right.
Okay. This one is also from one of our listeners. Soft move or boss move, dabbing the grease off your pizza before you eat it.
Soft.
Yeah.
Katie?
No, you haven't answered in a long time.
It looks soft move. 80%.
Yeah.
85%. If you
it's a boss move.
if you first off, we have a pizza expert up here, so please.
So I'm a pizza.
Yeah, please tell these New Yorkers that you're the pizza expert. I'd love to hear it.
Good point, Katie.
First of all, the only real pizza is made in Amherst, Massachusetts. We all know this. Of course. And not only will I dab the grease off of my pizza, I will also take some cheese with it just to make it a little more healthier.
Do you use a knife and fork?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for telling the truth. I apologize for telling the truth and being honest. With this relationship with our listeners, I want to be honest.
Do you use a knife and fork?
No.
Thank God.
No.
I thought I was going to walk out.
No.
Just right out of here.
So this one is very important to Jalen, and it comes from a gentleman by the name of Crispy Julio. Shout to Crispy Julio. Shout to Crispy Julio.
He's crispy and Julio?
Yeah. So
that's a bad dude.
Put the tweet up. Put Crispy Julio's tweet up there. Pays the barber a month in advance, so whenever he walks in to get his cut, he leaves without people seeing him pay.
All right.
I don't even know.
Thank y'all.
There's so many layers to this.
Okay.
There are so many layers to this. Why doesn't he want people to see him pay?
I'm confused.
Look at Jalen. He doesn't even know what to say.
So, no, leave that up there because it's a lot to break down.
There's a lot to break down.
So, first off, when I pay you a month in advance, I appreciate you.
Okay, sure.
You're working for a living, and whatever bills you may have to worry about, you can take care of them right now.
Okay.
Get that cash advance.
Right? That part, but why doesn't he want people to see him pay?
Yeah.
It's weirder if you just walk out of the barbershop.
No. That's the boss move. You can't. Don't be the guy at the strip club throwing the money in the air.
Or girl.
And then or girl.
Good point, Katie Nolan.
And all you doing is throwing 50 singles. You know what'll make the person happier? If you just give me $50 and put it on my garter. You don't have to throw it in the air. I don't need to bend down to pick it up. You don't have to dismiss me or demean me in any way, shape, or form. This is the exact same thing. I'm taking care of you. I'm gonna look out for you. And let me ask the audience a question.
Are you Crispy Julio?
No. So here's the real question. When you tip someone, like you at a restaurant, you at the car wash or whatever, do you want them to see you give you the money?
Do you tip people at the car wash?
Those were your two examples.
They're washing your car for 45 minutes. You don't give them $1?
Wait,
45 minutes?
So you drive through the thing
Well,
and then
the machine.
the big thing comes down and plops on your windshield?
You tip the machine?
I'm confused.
Katie, what's happening?
What was the question? When you tip people, do you want people to see you tip?
When you tip people, that you show your appreciation when you don't allow others to see you tip.
Is that
So
why
if
you're
I'm
supposed
going to look out for the valet, I'm not going to be like, hey, here go $5. I'll be like, yo, boom, give him a little handshake.
Okay, but question.
And he like, yo, good looking.
What if you're not cool enough to do that?
Yes.
And you get out of the car and they look at you and you're like trying to like dap them up
cool.
and hide the money, but the money falls on the ground.
you gotta
And then you're
fold
like,
it up a little bit.
who
Like,
picks it up
you know?
now? It's always awkward. Just me? Okay.
So you like, hey, here's $5, yo. So if you're going to buy a drink, okay, you're going to tip the bartender or who?
You better tip your bartender.
Yeah, tip your bartenders.
Right? You don't need everybody to see what you give them. You just look out for them.
Okay. Can we move on?
Yeah, what? Keep it moving.
That's a boss move.
Next. Soft move or boss move? Using gifts in professional emails. Katie, I feel like this one's for you.
Okay, so it depends.
Break it down for us.
It depends on if you're using the GIF because are you using a GIF that gets used all the time and you just found out about it because you're at the top of the company we work for and you're trying to relate?
Like you sending a Michael Jordan crying face.
Yeah. Are you using
or like the white guy that goes like this?
Yeah, the blinking white guy that goes.
Yeah.
Are you sending that one? Because then, like, soft move.
Yeah, you're
right. Which is
ironic
because it's usually the boss making that move.
Are we still doing SpongeBob gifts?
Sure. Yeah, those are timeless.
Okay.
But like, is it a company-wide email chain that we all accidentally got?
I saw you on Sports Nation talking about that. You know, I'm not included. I wasn't included on that email.
Jalen,
That's
you
now
don't.
the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Jalen, you don't check your ESPN email.
So I get the gig. They like, hey, here's Jalen Rose at ESPN.com. I'm like, I would never use that in life. You don't have to worry about it in any way, shape, or form.
I've written so many emails to michael.jordan@gmail.com. just to be like, hey, we got a pickup game on Sunday. Michael.jordan@gmail.com. You want to come by?
Plot twist, it's Michael B. Jordan, and he shows up at your game. That'd be pretty great.
I'll wax Michael B. Jordan.
I think you guys should do it.
I'm going to let him know that.
Please do.
Please do. For everybody that supports the show,
I got buckets for you, Michael B. Jordan.
We're going to bring that back. Please continue.
I got buckets for you, Michael B. Jordan.
Wait, I think you guys should do a segment where you open Jalen's ESPN email
and just see what's in there. Oh, sorry, Jalen. The show was canceled 4 years ago. I guess we don't have work today.
But all I know is y'all keep paying me. That's all I know.
Okay. Finally, one more soft move or boss move. And I feel like, Katie, you need to answer this one. Man buns.
I don't want to offend anyone in the room.
Yeah, go ahead and offend people in the room. It's fine. He already offended our sponsors. So
it's a no for me. Excuse me.
Yeah, he did.
It's a no for me. It's a soft move.
Jalen, man buns?
If you're Gareth Bale and you look real good, then sure.
So here's one of the best things about doing a show with Jalen Rose. I'm not sure he knows what a man bun is.
So that's
what do you think a man bun is?
Supposed to be a man with a nice butt?
You think that's a no from me? You think a man with a nice butt is a no from me?
No. I wasn't. He asked me what the.
You know what a man bun is? For real. Not playing.
Oh, in your hair.
What about your hair?
Like Kelly Olynyk.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
It's a soft move.
Took time out of your busy schedule to do this. This is amazing. Thank you.
I'm not that busy.
Please give a lot of Katie Nolan, please.
Katie Nolan's here.
These two are the nicest people I've ever met that work in this industry. It's not a knock on anybody else.
That's a lie. Reggie.
I guarantee you, when you look at her contract, Jalen and Jacoby is not in it. So thank you.
I just don't know why you're so nice to me.
Thank you.
I want to thank Katie Nolan for coming by. Everybody give her a big round of applause. She has her own podcast called Sports.
Wait, sports?
You can listen to sports on ESPN, the app, or iTunes, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Katie, you are the greatest person on the face of the planet.
Thank you, Katie.
You guys are the best. I love you so much.
We love you
Keep
too.
supporting them. I know you're going to. They're
Thank
the
you for
best.
Katie Nolan.
I'm going to put this on the ground.
I think that Katie Nolan put on a great performance.
Thank you, Katie Nolan.
And do you know who else is great at performing? Goodyear tires. We've seen some great performances in the NBA playoffs, and if performance matters to you, then you need some Goodyear tires. They run longer, faster, and stronger than any other tire on the market. If you go to Goodyear.com, they have a variety of different tires for you to choose from to fit your tire needs.
What's the website?
Goodyear.com. They've got a blimp. It flies around. They don't sell Metro cards. But if you need new tires, you can get your tires at Goodyear.com. Goodyear, the greatest tires on the market.
When you were little, did you try to put your foot in your mouth and bite your toenails? You never tried to do that? See, that's why I was an athlete and you weren't. I tried to do that. I wanted to show I was flexible.
This is what it's like to do a show with this man. We call him Darrell Revis around the office. We plan, we have photoshops, we have graphics, and then you're just going to say, oh, when you were little, did you ever try to put your foot in your mouth? No, Jalen, I did not. But we have a piece of tape of you saying something that we're going to play right now, and y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's listen to Jalen Anthony Rose.
But to make the guys around him better. But who's on the sideline? Stand by me.
He said it was one of the worst losses out of 850 games. The Pistons gave him one of the worst losses. You just blindly love this team, don't you?
Here's the thing. Are we going to be in the playoffs? Yes.
No. I'm going to go no.
I'll bet you the Cinnamon Challenge on this show that we make the playoffs this year.
First of all, I have to tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about the history. Bill Simmons once did the Cinnamon Challenge and then tried to get Jalen to do it. Jalen didn't just refuse. There's unequivocally, there's no chance I will never, ever, ever do it. And now you are saying that if the Pistons don't make the playoffs, you will do the Cinnamon Challenge? Accepted, my brother. Accepted. I cannot wait to see that.
And if they don't, you have to do it.
Light work. Come on.
Did you really think we weren't going to get Cinnamon and the spoon? Did you think we were going to let that slide, Jalen Rose? Do y'all want to see Jalen Rose do the Cinnamon Challenge? Are you people?
Marvin Gaye don't want to see me do that.
Jalen?
Look at Isaiah and Magic. They don't want to see me do that.
Darrell, you know we got cinnamon in a spoon. Cheyenne? Darren, everybody. I don't know why we have buckets. I'm not doing it. I didn't bet. Darren. Jalen Rose. Look at this man's face. I'm telling you. You really didn't think we were going to do this, did you?
Somebody said don't do it. Somebody said don't do it.
I don't care.
So what am I supposed to do with that?
Do we have to play the clip again?
No, well, what am I supposed to do?
Is that a real question?
Yeah.
Eat it. Go. Are you a man of your word? Are you a man of your word?
Sometimes. I don't know if I should do this.
Eat the cinnamon.
Is this a soft move or a boss move if I do this?
You're a man of your word. It's not my fault Blake Griffin couldn't bring y'all to the playoffs. I honestly have no idea if he's going to do this.
First off, y'all supposed to edit that part. Right after I saw those words come out of my mouth, I was like, Reg, edit that. This is a podcast.
All right, play the clip again, please.
I literally watched that phrase come out of my mouth and couldn't pull it back.
The sibling one?
No, the cinnamon challenge.
Oh, I know. Jalen, that's the most shocking thing you've ever said on this show. I just can't believe you did that. Look at that record right now, dog.
Why y'all didn't stop me?
This is all this. Here's the thing: is how Jalen always wants to wants the production to pull up old stuff. They're like, oh, we couldn't find it or whatever. This one they're going to be able to find.
No,
I promise you that.
Just edit that out. Just pretend I cut.
They can't edit. Nope.
Yeah, pretend it's the pie, Reg and Harlan. Just edit that part. The people don't want to see me do that. So now what do y'all think? What do y'all think now?
Jalen, eat the cinnamon.
So what am I supposed to do?
Eat the cinnamon. Oh, come on now, come on.
I gotta open my water.
No. Jalen, come on. This one's, we didn't schedule this for 10 minutes, okay? Eat the cinnamon. Eat the cinnamon. Eat the cinnamon. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You gotta do it. You said you would. Eat it, Jalen, for real. I'm getting upset now. I'm getting upset legit. Eat it. Eat it. How you feeling, dog? How you feeling about them Pistons? Oh, I got that. How you feeling? Light work. I cannot believe you actually did that. We had a meeting about this. I did not think Jalen Rose is actually going to eat the cinnamon, but I think he might die. Yo, I appreciate all the work that you've done on the show. I really appreciate. Oh! I want to thank y'all so much for coming out. Jalen Jacoby. As always, we do this show, but we do it for y'all and we do it with y'all. We always want to hear from you. We always appreciate your voicemails and your tweets and everything you guys do for us. So we're going to do a Q&A right now so you can ask some questions. Darren, the bucket man, is going to come back and if Jalen survives, he'll answer some questions. You all right, Jay? All right? I'm legit worried about him. You okay?
It's coming out my mouth.
So if you have any questions for us, let us know. We've got a microphone here. It'd be weird if no one asked any questions, so someone please. Oh, of course, every Wednesday we celebrate the kinder, more intelligent, more responsible gender of our species, the ladies.
I feel like I can't ask a question yet.
Don't worry about it. He's fine.
I'm about to die.
I feel like I should give him a minute.
No, you shouldn't. Trust me.
This is a serious question.
Oh,
Can
no.
a team like the New York Knicks ever be a contender with an owner like James Dolan?
That's a good question.
I need both y'all to answer, but I don't know.
Jalen can answer. You're all right. You're back. Can the Knicks ever contend with an owner of James Dolan? You played for the Knicks for like 10 minutes. And they paid you to go away. So do you think they can be a contender?
That's a boss move.
Answer the lady's question, man.
I'm trying to bring it.
She doesn't want to hear me talk about the Knicks.
I mean, I like to hear both of you talk about the Knicks.
Well, I will say this is they keep making bad draft picks. You know what I mean? Like Kristaps Porzingis was lucky, but Frank need tequila. I call him need tequila because Phil Jackson was like, I need tequila, and they're like, cool, we'll just draft that guy then. I would say yes, they can, but it is going to take a lot of time and work and losses. Do you think the Knicks could ever contend for a championship, Jalen Rose? You get a basketball.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, sign basketball.
Thank you.
You all right? You all right?
That's cultural, man.
Thank you so much for the question.
So
answer her question, Jalen.
I would not say never, but you guys will have to have a major signing, like an all NBA player just decides, like Paul George or LeBron or Boogie, like two of those guys, like we just going to New York. You know what? I got some hope for you.
Thank you.
I just not thought about something. My brain.
Say quiet. Say quiet.
I just got some hope for you.
What's happening?
It's not far off. It's not far off. It's not far off. It's not impossible. That Kawhi Leonard could possibly play here. It's not far off.
Okay.
It's not far off.
Y'all gotta have dreams. All right, that was my friend Marissa. I don't know if she said her name. I'm Greg. I just want to say I really appreciate y'all. Everything
Thank you,
y'all do
Greg.
for the fans, always bringing it real. And I also really respect your taste in music. I've just been listening to J. Cole all day, KOD. Bars, right? So I want to ask y'all,
I need some
are y'all
tissue or
listening
something.
to right now besides that? Are y'all listening to anything like old school, any new stuff?
You know what I listened to lately?
I've been listening to J. Cole lately.
Cool Mo D.
Cool Mo D.
I put Cool Mo D in a couple days ago on my drive, and it made me so happy. That would be
He's
my
like,
suggestion.
go see the doctor.
So good. That would be my
classic.
recommendation. If you're under 30 years old, you listen to this, go get some Cool Mo D in your life.
All right, I'm almost 35. I know where you're coming from.
There you go.
All
Thank
right,
you so much for the question, Greg.
Yep.
For real.
Next question.
Red said Jim Jones wasted talent.
What up, guys? My name's Philip from Queens. Shout out, Reg. Shout out, Charles Oakley. Now that you moved to New York and you're moving back to New York, can you tell Jalen one of your favorite MTA horror stories?
My favorite MTA horror stories?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there was a rat on my subway train once. And there was also there was a woman crying, really crying over here. And then I looked to my left and there was another woman crying on that side. And I felt like it was me. That was my MTA horror story. It was the G train too.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course it was. Oh, here, you get a football. Here you go, buddy. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Next question.
What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Danny from Brooklyn. So I have a football question. Do you think Eli's time is up in New York, and do you think they can get a top pick for a quarterback in the future?
So I live with a Giants fan.
Since it's a football question.
And I'm a Lions fan. So I got to be careful with this one.
I'll tell you the truth. They're better off with Cooper Manning right now. For real. For real. I would take Cooper over Eli.
Eli's able to perform with really good teams, but other than that, he's been an average quarterback.
Average?
Last year.
That's nice.
Like, if you look at, like, he's had more or as many interceptions as touchdowns multiple years. Like, the difference between him and Phillip Rivers is he's had a good defense and some talent around him. Mm-hmm. Right? But I like Eli. I like what they did in this year's draft. Like, Saquon Barkley is the best player in this year's draft.
Yep.
So now you guys have him, Shepard, Ingram, and obviously Odell. So he has weapons around him. I think that's going to help you guys' defense. I think the Giants going to be vastly improved this year.
What do you think was a bigger violation from Odell Beckham? Being next to the white powder cut up in lines or being next to that pizza that had the gigantic pepperonis on it? Which was worse?
So as an athlete, first off, when I see cut up lines of a white powder substance, to me that's like looking at a loaded gun. So yes, exactly. I'm telling you, that's like, like I freak out. So I'll eat that pizza. But I don't want to be next to that.
Pizza looked gross, though. Pizza did look gross.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you for the love, brother.
Last question.
Landon Collins remind me of Sean Taylor.
First, I want to say thank you for dapping me up, Jalen, out there. It was awesome.
No doubt.
All you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So I do my own podcast.
That's a dope. That's a dope icon shirt. Who is that?
Friends.
Jalen, how many episodes of Friends have you ever seen?
So I do a podcast with my best friend, a sports podcast at that, and it's basketball because I love basketball, but obviously I suffer. But like, how do you like take your friendship and like still make it professional as doing the podcast? I know you guys joke around, but like, how do I talk to my friend and ask him questions? I don't have a star athlete next to me, but like, how do you still make it interesting? Yeah, thank you.
Please. You mind if I answer this?
I'm surprised he called you a star.
Yeah, I am too.
You're an athlete.
Yes.
I'm a star.
Here's how. We're actually brothers. We're actually friends. So when he says things like he just said to me or vice versa, it's not personal. So we're not going to leave the show and be like, why did you say this?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because we are friends, I know what I should not say. And so we walk as close to the edge as possible and only cross it every now and then.
Yeah, that's the best part. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. And thank you all. We're going to do a meet and greet now. We'll be right here on the stage. Feel free to come up, take a picture. We appreciate everyone for coming out. I want to give big thanks to Katie Nolan, to our entire staff.
Everybody
that works on the show.
Throw up.
Everybody that works at the Gramercy Theater, thank you for hosting us the last couple nights.
Why are you trying to act like I didn't just eat cinnamon?
It's been so much fun. You didn't eat it. You spit it out. You're supposed to swallow the cinnamon.
I did.
Okay. We'll be right here. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I want to give a big hand to Katie Nolan and the staff.
The new Allbirds Tree Runners are comfy shoes made from trees. When you put them on, they feel light and breezy. They're so comfy, they're like walking barefoot through a patch of four-leaf clovers on a spring day. But they also look good, too. They come in a bunch of limited edition colors and are designed simply with no unnecessary logos. Allbirds is on a mission to prove that comfort, style, and sustainability don't have to be mutually exclusive. Go to allbirds.com and find your pair of light, breezy,